Well, hey there, everybody. This is Kendra here, and I thought I'd just pop on today for the second episode of Blazers, Brooches, and Brunch. Or it might be Brooches, Blazers, and Brunch. It's been so long since I've done one, I forgot the order. But since I have a meeting today, I thought I'd just jump on real quick and do this recording before the meeting starts. And so today's featured blazer, it may be hard to see, it's kind of dark in here, but it's just a black blazer. It has some little shimmery thread in it. And then today's brooch, which I'll get my daughter to put in a picture somewhere around in here. But today's brooch is a purple butterfly that my son got me for my birthday, I believe. It's either birthday or Mother's Day. And then today's brunch, which will also be in a picture up here somewhere, was a salad with grilled chicken, avocado, balsamic vinaigrette, and the drink was juice. I use a juicer. I juiced it at home, and it was apple and ginger juice. And so today's topic is living in the by and by. So my grandmother used to say this thing that used to get under my skin, which was, baby, you'll understand it by and by. And she would tell me this whenever I would complain to her about my parents. As anybody who has talked to me for any length of time knows, I have very frequent and loud complaints about my childhood. And it's not because my parents were bad, because they were great parents. It was because they had expectations. They wanted us to be responsible, and I wasn't having any of that. So I had frequent complaints about being a responsible child and being a mannerable child. But anyway, one of the complaints I had was that my mom didn't Scotch guard my pillows. So these are the pillows. These right here. So these pillows are the first things I have ever sewn, I believe, in my life. I think these were my very first sewing project. And I made these when I was either in the 4th grade or 5th grade. I can't remember. And when I made them, I didn't get to finish this one. You see, it's still unfinished. I need to go in and hand sew it. And my mom kept saying, well, we'll get it hand sewn, but you can't put these on your bed until you Scotch guard them. And I would harass her, Mama, when we gonna Scotch guard my pillows? Mama, when we gonna Scotch guard my pillows? And we never got around to it for some reason. You know, there were so many things we've done so many sewing projects since I was in the 4th grade. And so many things have been Scotch guarded. But for some reason, these pillows didn't get done. And so when we moved from one house to another, the pillows made the move in the same bag. I believe this was, I don't know if this was the very same bag, because I don't think Joann's was in business back then. But I don't know. But these pillows made the move. And then when I moved to my own house, as an adult, my mom gave me my pillows. And it brought back so many memories of how many times I asked her if we could Scotch guard these pillows and put them on my bed. So needless to say, that was one of the complaints that I shared with my grandmama and probably some other people over the course of these many, many years. But now, as an adult who we'll just say is well into her 40s, I'm able to look at these pillows and that situation with a different appreciation. Now that I'm in this, as my grandmother calls it, by and by season, I'm able to look at these pillows and recognize that had I been given these pillows in the 4th grade, I would not have them today. At that time, I was sharing a room with my 2 sisters. We were constantly throwing pillows. Like, I don't have any other pillows from that time in my life. I don't have many of the sewing projects that I've done around that time. But these pillows are still here. And so, as a child, of course, I was completely aggravated with my mom. Like, utterly aggravated, right? But now, as an adult, I'm able to look back and say, thank you, Mama, for not Scotch guarding these pillows, because now I have them and I can pass them on to my children. And so it made me think about this trend that's going on now of hating your parents. Like, I know I'm on social media way more than I need to be, but there are just so many posts. And now there's this, I saw a reel about a Basketball Wives episode where the daughter just despises her mom so much that they actually started fighting. And it made me think about how, as a child, there are so many times that we get so upset with our parents that we feel like in the moment we might dislike them or sometimes hate them. But it's because we're looking at situations as a child. We're looking at the situation through a lens that does not have any life experience or minimal life experience. And we're trying to make sense of decisions that our grown-up parents who are responsible for us are making. And so some things you're not even going to understand until you become a parent, or until you're able to look back at your childhood through the lens of an adult to understand why your parents did some of the things they did, or said some of the things they said, to understand why some things didn't get done. And then sometimes God will grace you through the Holy Spirit to show your parents some grace, to help you understand some things that they did that they may not even realize the reason why, but they just knew in that moment it was the right thing to do. Now, of course, I have to preface this to say I don't ever condone or support abuse. But if many of you all are like me, you probably complained about your parents because they made you get up and do the dishes when you knew you were supposed to do them before you went to bed. Or they made you watch your siblings instead of just going outside and playing with your friends sometimes. Those aren't abuse. I know a lot of people now are seeing those as traumatic events, but when you're able to look back at your life, again, through the lens of an adult, in that by and by season, you're able to see how there are things that your parents had you do that prepared you for the life you have right now. So, my encouragement for you today, if you're a child, to start now asking God to help you see the decisions that your parents make, or some of the things that your parents are telling you to do, to help you see those through His lens, to help you see how these things are going to benefit you in the future. And if you're an adult and you still have very frequent complaints about your childhood, again, ask God to help you see those events and those responsibilities through the mature lens of an adult, through the lens that, ask God to help you see it the way He does. Parents are charged with the task of training up a child in the way that they should go, not in the way that's pleasant, not in the way that they want to go, not in the way that's fun, but in the way that they should go. And it's all to benefit you in your adulthood. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But I will hopefully get another video done here soon. Till next time, stay busy.